Hi YouTube, I'm presently quarantined at home with a COVID diagnosis, I guess, although I don't think I have it. I don't have any symptoms. But anyway, over the last couple days I've been working on a 1977 tilt telescopic steering column, and I ran into a few things I figured I would share with some people since I had to scour the internet. One of the things I noticed, this little lower housing here is very hard to come by. Mine was broken. I found one and only one, and I had to pay about I think it was $250 for it, which was probably a rip-off, but it was the only one I could find. The other thing is this here, which I've tried to clean up, but I really don't like it. They run about $99 on most sites, but what I found out is they will swap over the number for it with something that Parts Geek has for like 20 bucks. It's I believe a 92 Cadillac Brougham or something like that, but you can find them out there for a lot cheaper. You just got to know how to cross the numbers. Other than that, been cleaning everything, painting where I needed to, getting it all ready. I will do probably a good video when I go to put it all back together. I'm still waiting on some parts. Still got some things to piece together to it. A lot of the plastic parts, if they were showing signs of age, I would throw them away. A lot of stuff that was pretty solid, so I didn't bother with it. But the main reason I'm making this video is on the infamous 1977 steering column turn signal switch, which is also the dimmer and also the washer wiper switch. So let's go to the kitchen for that. Let's see here. I've got it laid out right here. It's really not a difficult thing, but I didn't see anything good that explained it, so I thought I'd make this video. This is actually your dimmer switch. It's actuated by this rod right here, and what that rod does is when you push the switch in and forward and aft, it pushes this in, and that's your dimmer. And that's basically, I'll see if I can do it with one hand here, is when you have this thing and push it like that. You're pulling it forward, and it actuates this rod and pushes in that dimmer. Now looking at this switch a little closer here, when it's mounted in the vehicle, it's actually facing this way, and that little tang, let's see if I can get it in the picture here. It's kind of hard to do with one hand, but nothing's easy. Let's see if I can do it while I hold it. If you look in there, you can see just a little nylon piece in the back there. Let's see if I can do it. This is really hard. Anyway, all that nylon piece does is give a detent for when you pull this forward and aft. There you go. You can see it right there. And it just pushes against the back of that. It has a little spring in it. I can see where that could be a problem, and probably when I reassemble it, I'll put a little bit of grease in there. The one thing I did notice on a couple of switches that I saw, and also on mine, this little terminal here is for the washer, and because it faces a different direction, it tends to break off. Quick fix to that is just clean up the back of it where you get a good contact and just solder it, which is what I did. And I went ahead and taped it down through here just because that's the part that passes through the column to give it a little bit. The way the washer works is pretty simple. When you push in on the rod, all you're doing is pushing that little plate there to make contact with which gives it a ground. Everything else is done by turning the switch all the way. One way is off, and then you have two positions, one for low, one for high. One thing I've found, and when I get the switch I will make a video of it, these switches are almost non-existent. I found one for like $500. I'm talking about this piece here, not this. The rods are easy to come by, but these things here are very hard to find. But what I've found, and I'll verify that when I get the switch, is that a Chevette 87 to 89 switch will work. You have to modify it. You have to drill this little collar here out to accept the bolt, and the third and fourth wire, which I'm not sure until I get the switch and see how it's laid out. 2 of these wires have to be soldered together on the other switch to work right. Other than that, they say it works exactly like this switch here. When I've got one coming, and they run about probably about $30 to $40 on the internet. When I get one, I'll make a video of the conversion, and we'll test it out with an ohm meter to make sure it works. Until then, just figured I'd post this just to show you guys this switch isn't that big of a hassle. Like I said, the main thing I noticed is that I've also heard these little pins here break. That little pin right there, which probably could be replaced with a drift pin or something like that. Mine seems to be in good shape, but hopefully it's helpful. If so, let me know. Bye bye.